Hi, I'm BryCox with BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com. So last week I recorded a video, and it was a video for a photographer who wanted to get more into magazines and get magazine work. So then I sent him a little message and said, hey, just so you know, this video's recorded, it'll air in a few months, in a couple weeks. And he wrote back and said, great, because I lost my day job, so I really got to get this cooking. Which now changes everything. Everything I said in the other video was based on what I heard in that question. Now, right, this new thing is really, how do I get my business cooking? Which has nothing to do with magazines. So, okay, before we get to that answer, let me just mention, I've got a lot of videos. My newest video, 6 hours long on just sales, right? Plus all my workflow courses and lighting courses, all of my website, BryCox Workshops, BryCox Workshops.com. Okay, so to this photographer's question, he wants to know how to get his business cooking because he's lost his day job. So now photography was his side gig, is now his full-time gig, and he's got to make it good. I'll go ahead and use the bad grammar. He's got to make it good. All right, so that's a lot of pressure because, oh man, it's always that question is, how do I make a lot of money right now? How do I make my business cook this minute? And I do not know. I've been in business for 20 years, I don't know. But I do know this, is how do you get things to work long term? And so if you hadn't, let's say you didn't lose your day job, or let's say you still have a day job and your photographer has a side gig as a photographer, the idea is to build up the photography to the point where the income just kind of just matches this, and it's just so easy to just take that step, go boop, and just step, where you're kind of like a boat in a big chasm of water, and it's like, here's one job, here's the other. You don't want like this huge chasm. You just kind of want to get this one coming right up where it's an easy step, just a step over. And that's the idea, but that takes time. And so everything in terms of marketing, in terms of sales, in terms of clients, customer relationships, those are all long-term perspectives. And I don't know of anything to do right this second. But what you can do, and I can tell you right now, is to start spending at least an hour or more every single day thinking about marketing and doing something in marketing. What to do is totally up to you. The first thing to do is take out a legal pad and just start making a list. Here's 5 things to do, 20 things to do. Let me come up with 20 things to market myself. They can be super expensive. They can be absolutely free. You just start making a list. And then don't do the expensive ones. But that's the idea, is just get your mind rolling. And then circle maybe 3 or 4 and just start working on those every single day, working on them. What can you do to get out in front of people? What can you do to get people in front of your camera? And then the second thing is think in terms of social circles, right? Usually when we start out, a lot of our clients, when we first start, are our friends and family. They go, you're a photographer? You got a good camera. You talk about photography a lot. Hey, shoot my wedding. Right? And that's how it starts. And then the next thing you know, someone else wants you to shoot something and somebody else wants to shoot something. So your circle of influence is kind of, and then, where you're going to get your clients. And here's the problem is that people go, well, I can't charge a lot yet because they're all the people I know. But once they're people I don't know, then I'll charge a lot. And here's what happens is you start getting their friends and their friends of friends, and it's still kind of people you know, or in many ways a reference to people you know, right? Like a friend-in-law. So the idea is figure out your pricing, really work on the quality of your work, and then second, think about how do you expand your social circle, because just know that your social circle will bring you clients too. And then lastly, I can't recommend my own materials enough. I've been in business well over 20 years full time, and I kind of think these 3 things will cover to really help you get out there and kick butt. The first thing is my Artist of Light Like a Master course. Is about 3+ hours, because most photographers need a little kick in the butt quality-wise. How do you get just amazing images? Not my baseline's down here and I got a couple spikes of great images, but how do I get all of my images up there where even the ones that we don't love are still way better than anything else out there, right? That's the idea of this, is creating awesome images all day long through any kind of shoot, inside, outside, studio, location, wherever it is, any kind of lighting gear. And then the second step is to be really quick and fast in your workflow. This is my photo workflow. It's about another 3 hours. And then the last thing is my new psychology of sales, which was based on some books, but I think this is maybe a lot easier for a lot of people. And about 6 hours of business, psychology of pricing, psychology of sales. So I think between these 3 things, this should really, right? I mean, I could do a lot of consultations with you. I could do a lot of on the phone, a lot of meeting if you were in my state. But in the end, right, for not much money, this right here will give you basically complete access to all of this information that I've already put together. So I would recommend that. And at the same time too, then always be on the course of self-practice and self-discipline. So spending a little bit of time marketing every single day. Without this is the time. From this time, that time, I'm going to work on marketing. Writing blogs, writing emails, calling clients, calling whatever you can do to get images in front of people. And a little bit of time working on your craft, lining up your own photo shoots, right? And then a little bit of time learning, watching these kind of things, and really just focusing and kind of having that long-term mindset, really cutting your expenses down if you don't have other income coming in, and just focusing on that long-term. Hope that helps. It's my best info I've got for you. If you're a photographer, you have a question, send it to me at my website. Check me out at my website. My website's BryCox, my name, BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com. And until next time, America.